there's an increasingly stronger and stronger argument that this cycle might get extended. I have to see it to really bet on it. So I'm just going to keep betting on what Bitcoin has always done. But the argument for the top not being this year is getting stronger. But that does venture into the area of believing something that Bitcoin has never done. So that can be a little dangerous. So I'm going to still bank on the high being late this year, the top being late this year, and 2026 being the bear market. What I will say, that if I'm right, or whenever the bear market happens, we're not going to see a bear market like any other bear market in history. Now, I can confidently say that. Some of you might say, well, Oliver, isn't that the same thing? Isn't that saying what Bitcoin has never done? No, that is saying what Bitcoin has always done. No bear market has ever been as deep as the previous bear market. Never in Bitcoin's entire life. So every bear market drop is shallower. Every single one. So all I'm saying is this one's going to be shallower. Same thing it's always done, just shallower. So we might drop 50% versus, well, the last one was 70. Now, what I will tell you about bear markets is that it has a tendency to go up one digit. So the first bear market was 90-something%. The second one was 80-something%. You understand? The third one was 70-something%. You see what I'm saying? So it tends to, if it doesn't do that, it's on the outer end. So it might be 78%, 71%, something like that. But it's far apart. So I say at worst, since the last bear market drop was 74 to 78, depending upon where you measure it from. So it's in the 70%. The worst case scenario is that the next bear market is in the 60%. But I think it's in the 50s. I think we skip one. We shall see. The only reason I believe that is because we now have a permanent institutional bid in the market, and it's strengthening and thickening. Now, if we start to get 50% declines in the worst part of Bitcoin cycle, my goodness, it's going to bring in more money to Bitcoin because that's that's really one of the biggest things that holds big money back is the big drawdowns. So the drawdowns lessen, the big money comes in bigger, which strengthens the permanent Bitcoin bit, which further reduces declines. Now, you might be thinking that if we reduce the pullbacks, isn't that mean that we also reduce the upward moves? No, it's one-sided, buddy. Now, in the traditional world, that's true. Do you understand? It is true in the traditional world with the traditional asset. When something becomes less volatile on the downside, it also becomes less volatile on the upside. But this is not the case for Bitcoin for one simple but very powerful reason. Because it's a limited supply asset. You can't control the supply. And so because it's limited supply, it will continue to have explosive moves to the upside. Because of supply crunches, that downside is going to get softer and softer and softer. Until at one point, we're going to barely see pullbacks. It's going to be one line up. Oh, that is coming. As the world grows in its understanding that you don't let this go, you're going to remove strong pullbacks. Because the only thing that causes them is people letting them go for dollars, letting them go for what they think is the ultimate prize, more dollars. As more of you and I grow, and we're growing as an army every day, as the number of strategy copycats grows, as the number of mining companies that find a way to support themselves without selling their Bitcoin, this is going to wipe out pullbacks. And when we get there, people, when we get there, if you ever sell, you will never get it back. Not at the same price you want. There will be a point where if you let go, you will never have an opportunity to get it back unless you reach significantly higher. You see, no one in the future who understands like you and I do They're going to give you the rarest, scarcest asset on earth for a government piece of paper that goes down forever. They're not going to do it. They're just ignorant to this right now, but not for a long time, I'm telling you. Bonds are being dumped all over the world. You saw my post today about the 40-year Japanese bond. Its yield has reached the highest in 20 freaking years. Their system is breaking. Companies, institutions, they're dumping those bonds. They're like, I don't want this shit anymore. I don't care if I'm selling it at a loss. I don't want a promise from a country that can't even balance its own freaking budget. I don't want your promise anymore. I don't want your crappy currency anymore. 40 years from now, what is it going to be worth? This bond is a promise to give me Japanese yen 40 years from now, and I don't even want the yen today. Imagine what it's going to be 40 years from now. I don't want it. I'd rather have Bitcoin. Dump, dump. This is going to happen all over the world. It started, what year was it? That's 2022, 2023, 2022. In the UK, what a bag of problems they have. Where everyone started dumping the gilt. Is that what it's called? The gilt? Their version of treasuries? And it caught all of these pension funds with their pants down. They were all going to blow up. Anybody remember that? When the UK was all of their pensions were about to go bankrupt. Anybody remember that? I'm the only one who remembers that? Holy moly. But look it up. They had to call BlackRock. The government had to call BlackRock and say, stop dumping our gilt. You're going to collapse the country. Stop. We will buy them from you. Stop dumping them on the market, please. The government called BlackRock to say, stop dumping the bonds. We'll buy them from you. Just don't dump them on the market. They're bankrupt, so the only way to buy them was to print more money, right? Further debasing every single citizen in the country. Nobody wants these things anymore. And increasingly, bonds will be dumped for Bitcoin. Bit bonds are going to be the new thing, absolutely. And maybe some of these, the jury is still out for me regarding this, but maybe some of these Bitcoin products have a place. I'm just not totally convinced yet. Do these things like Misty and MSTU and MSTRX, do these things have a permanent place as a layer on top of Bitcoin? Product layer. Are they like the apps of the internet? Maybe. I concede to maybe. I'm not sure yet. I have to see more. I'm not convinced totally. But there's an argument that's present where it's a legitimate layer. We shall see. All I'm saying is that for you, under my watch, STRK, yes, that's in that category, STRF, all these things. All I'm saying is that under my watch, you are my responsibility. Now, I can't make you take my advice or accept my view. That doesn't mean I'm not going to try to jam it down your throats. That's my responsibility. You pay me for that. So I'm going to just tell you this. Don't get distracted with these things, people. Any dollar placed in one of these things is a dollar that is not in Bitcoin. What are you doing? It's too early for that bullshit. Do you understand that you're going to be just like some of these people who put a dollar in something else when Bitcoin was a dollar instead of putting it in Bitcoin when a dollar? They put $10,000 in something else instead of buying 10,000 Bitcoin when it was a dollar. What do you think they think now? I got distracted. At $10, I got distracted. All these shiny things, these other things were delivering more than Bitcoin. Do you know how many times that's been said throughout Bitcoin's history? These shitcoins deliver more. These shiny things here deliver more. The ICOs deliver more. The altcoins deliver more. A Bitcoin company delivers more. MSTR delivers more. It's the same shit, no? So I'm telling you, because of this history, I'm a history buff. The jury is still out for me. Do you understand? You understand my point at least? You may not agree, but do you at least understand my point? A dollar put somewhere else is a dollar that is not in Bitcoin. And I believe you're going to be sorry in the future that you didn't put that dollar in Bitcoin. Because all of these other things are not freedom. They're part of the same system we want freedom from. And until you think, I've got enough freedom, Oliver, I don't want any more. I got freedom oozing out of every pore of my body. I've got it falling out of my pockets. I have to tell people all the time, watch your step. My freedom just fell on the floor. Let me grab that. Unless you're at that point, you should be putting every single dollar into freedom. You'll always have time for bullshit. You'll always have time for shiny objects. They will never go away. New ones are going to be created all the time to distract you away from what is important. This will be a permanent part of the human experience. You won't be missing anything. We've got another big distraction in the TradFi world. You know what that is? Gold. Oh, yes. In the TradFi world, gold is now the biggest distraction away from Bitcoin. And people will be sorry. They'll be sorry that they chose gold over Bitcoin every single time. Now, some people are getting smarter and doing both. I think that's a mistake too. There is absolutely no reason in the 21st century to buy a rock you have never seen, you will never see, a rock they tell you is there, but you'll never get proof that it's there. This is the biggest scam in the financial world. In the recent financial world, in my opinion. And the scam was revealed in UK, there it again, where the Bank of England told people, stop coming for your gold. We can't give it to you. Scam. I was scammed. I mean, I did make money, a lot of it, but I was still scammed on the notion that there was this gold being held for me. I think that if there are intelligent beings, more intelligent than us, I can imagine them visiting and saying, you use a rock for value? A rock? Now, as a conductor for electricity and electronics, okay, it has a use case, but money? I could see them, you use your house as money? Really? Like these things don't even make sense, right? Use a rock for money, use a house you live in for money? Like it's both? Isn't money just supposed to be money and a house just supposed to be a house and a rock just supposed to be a rock? What are you guys doing mixing shit up like this? What is that about? Your rock is money, your house is money. Make up your freaking mind. Money is supposed to be money and nothing else. That's Bitcoin. It's not supposed to be money and an electronic transistor and a rock at the same time. Your money should not be moonlighting. Oh, wait a minute. Now I'm an electronic transistor. Oh, wait. Now I'm a filling in a tooth. Oh, now I'm a piece of jewelry. Oh, now I'm money. What? Like I could see the intelligent species saying, what? These dudes are loony. Hoo, loony.